Hi, this is Linda. Good morning. This is May 21st of 2024, and today I want to share with you some ideas for navigating around the online store. And specifically, I want to focus on some of our newer kits because there's been a lot develop over the last few years in the kits department. You may have noticed they're getting better and better and better. But first of all, before we get there, I want to cover some just basic territory about navigating around in the online store. So the first thing you'll notice, if you are shopping with me, and you will automatically be shopping with me if you use my link, which is store.yourpaperdreams.com. And if you use that particular link to get into the Stampin' Up! Store, you will automatically be shopping with me. So you'll see that confirmed right up here. You can wander around at random for hours in here. It's like shopping at a giant store. Think of Costco. If you just go in there and wander up and down every single aisle, you can spend a couple of hours. You can see a lot of really cool stuff. You can grab a lot of stuff and throw it randomly in your cart, or you can come in with some kind of a plan and say, I need ground beef and eggs, and those are the things I'm going to purchase today. That's my typical shopping list, by the way, at Costco. Ground beef, eggs, and grass-fed butter. Those are the things that I typically will get. Or you can go in here to search. And if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can type that right in here. For instance, if you already know the name of or even the product code of a particular item, just type that in there, hit search, and you'll go directly there. And you can add it to your order, lickety-split. So let's say you know exactly what you want. And in this case, I might be looking for the stamp set called Poised Peony. It's 163529. And I'm going to hit search. And this should take me directly to that item. And I can click add to cart, and poof, it's right there. So this is the fast way to shop if you have a specific set of items that you already know you want to order. Put the product code right here in the search bar, click search, and add it to cart. And boom, 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 you'll have that all done within 5 minutes. On the other hand, let's say you just want to wander around in the store like you wander around in Costco and go up and down every aisle. Well, you can start pretty much anywhere. But what I like to see is I like to click the menu option. And now you've got all these different categories of things that you can look for. I did mention that we're going to look at kits specifically today. So let's look at kits. And it's going to roll past a couple of the newest ones. Now, here's something you may or may not know. Starting this year, at the beginning of 2024, Stampin' Up! Has started introducing 2 brand new kits to our collection every single month. Now, while it's just scrolling back and forth between these two, why in the world do they seem to be promoting these two? Because there are 2 newest kits. They were added in early May. So given the time that we are, they're only about 3 weeks old. Not even, I guess probably about 3 weeks in the line. At the beginning of June, there'll be another 2 that are added. So a lot of times when it looks like, okay, it's showing me pretty pictures. Now what do I do? Well, you just scroll down. And this is where you're going to see your kits. Now, I happen to have mine sorted by newest. I could also sort them by A to Z. If you want to do that, you'll get them in alphabetical order here. If you want to sort them according to what are the oldest kits, what have we had around for the longest, You might recognize some of these. These are the ones that are still available, but they've been around the longest. What if we want to see the newest ones? This is what I typically will want to see because I go in here every single month. I want to know what are the newest ones. And again, this Hello Hollyhocks kit and the City Sights kit, those were added in early May. This one over here, By Your Side kit, it's all about pets, cats and dogs, and has some really fun stamp set that goes along with it. Guess what? That was only introduced in April, but it's sold out currently. If you know someone who's into cats and dogs, whether that's you yourself or somebody else, you may want to keep an eye on this and see when it comes back in. So that would have been an April one. This also was introduced in April. So this is how you look at this. And again, there's lots of ways to sort this if you want to look at pricing, low to high, because you're interested only in the lower priced kits, perhaps. Why is this not sorting that way? Let's try. Okay, something has gone wrong. Houston, we have a problem. It's just taking a super long time to load, that's all. You're going to see the Frogs and Friends kit. That's our lowest priced one, and then we've got some in the $13 category, and then we move up from there. This brand new one, Hello Hollyhocks, is $14. Now these lower priced ones, you will notice, do not come with stamp sets included, so you're not going to be growing your stamp collection when you work with these kits. On the other hand, you can put them together very quickly because the sentiments are already printed on the tag. So it's just basically punch everything out and adhere it together according to the instructions. So that's about what I wanted to mention about our kits. Primarily, come in here every month if you're a kit fan, or even if you personally are not a kit fan, you will notice that these are priced right in the range to purchase as a gift for somebody else to put together. Oh, so long as I've come across Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit right here, I want to put in a word for this. This is precious. I bought it last year, and unfortunately, I waited until very late in the upcoming holiday season before I ordered it. Well, guess what? It was out of stock when I wanted it. So I had to wait for it to come back in. So by the time I got it, then it was like, okay, time is a waste in here. I've got to get this put together. It became kind of a pressure thing because I wanted to give it to my grandkids for Christmas Countdown. Then once it came back in, there's 25 pieces that you put together here. It's easy, it's not hard, but it takes time to get 25 of those put together. And guess what? My time was limited. It was holiday season. By the time I got it put together, we were several days, I don't remember how many, but well into the month of December by the time I gave it to them. These are really cool. They're little envelopes. Let me see if I can get this to pull up here. I don't know what's going on. My computer's making a lot of noise, so I have a feeling it's running a backup right now. But these are really beautiful. Really, really beautiful pieces. And you can hang them on a tree. You can string them all together. It's entirely up to you how you want to use it. And of course, it comes in its own box, so you can stick them back in the box and use them again for next year. But they're little envelopes that you can stick a treat into or a little message, whatever you want to do. But here's my advice. If you think you want this for this upcoming Christmas, yes, that's many months away, but we all know, and the older we get, the more and more and more we know that Christmas comes very quickly. If you want to have this, my advice to you is get it now. By the way, the time I'm recording this, today, we are having free shipping. So free shipping on orders of $75 or more. So get that kit and maybe 2 or 3 other items, perhaps other kits as well that you can either use yourself or give as gifts, and you've got that $75, and you'll save the shipping on that $75 or more. But again, I want to stress to you, I fully expect this to go out of stock as we get closer to Christmas, when people are thinking about it, and then you're going to be frustrated if you want it. So get it now while it's still available. Throw it in the closet. Mark your calendar in October. Okay, drag it out, put it together, have it ready. And then there's no stress. Okay, now back to this menu thing. If you know that you just want to see stamps, just look at the stamps. Okay? You're going to see all our available stamp sets. If you want to see what's new in the 2024-2025 annual catalog that are in the stamps department, now you can sort even more specifically through here. These are the stamps that are available. And look, we got like 5 pages worth of these, and you can just keep going. These are the ones that are available in the 2024 to 2025 annual catalog that just published earlier this month. So I want to show you one other way to sort here. You can sort by newest, which is what I typically do, and I think that is the default because I always want to see the newest stuff. You can view 30 of them at a time, which is generally the default. If you have fast internet and a fairly fast computer, change that to 90, and it's going to load 90 sets at a time. And you don't have to continually go from page to page to page to page. So that's another way to speed things up here. Now, every once in a while, I do want to mention, every once in a while, remember we sorted on stamps? Well, every once in a while you'll find an oddball in here. What does that have? That's not a stamp set. There was something else up here that's definitely not a stamp set. Where was that? Right here. That's not a stamp set. But what the system's looking for is the word stamp. So if the description uses the word stamp, it's going to pull it up. So you will find these things that have the word stamp in the description or the name, and you'll see those stuck in with your stamps. But there's just a few of those, and you will find those occasionally. So there we go. Your menu, you can look just for stamps, you can just look for inks, you can see the online exclusives if that's what you're interested in. And I've heard some people say, oh, it's too hard to figure this out. It's not hard to figure it out. I'm sorry, but I disagree with that argument. All you have to do is filter. And if you only want to see things that are available now, like you don't want to see this, let's go back up here and make sure I'm in the right category. Online exclusives. These are items that are only available online. They're not showing up in a catalog. So if you browse through a catalog, you're not going to see them. So you're going to find that there's quite a number of things here. And on we go. There's 5 pages of these. I'm not going to bore you by clicking through all of them, but everything that you find in this category, look at the online exclusives and you can sort, and there they are. Okay, deckled circles, been around a while, but it's still available. It's no longer in a catalog, so you're not going to find that if you're browsing through our catalog, but it still exists, although it's got low inventory. This Borders die is beautiful. I have that, and it is beautiful. So make sure when you come into the menu here, I encourage you to always go to what's new, and you'll see the newest things. I also encourage you to look in the clearance because there are some super duper good deals. Look at this. This is sparkly balmy blue ribbon. It's low inventory, meaning that it's about to sell out, but they still have some left. This is marked at 60% off of its original price. And if you like to do Christmas stamping and you're likely to use, say, a sparkly effect with blues, maybe snowflakes or snowmen or something like that this upcoming holiday season, grab this now while it's available. You're not going to get a better deal than 60% off. And so these are items in the clearance rack. And if it says clearance, like this one says, it means when it's sold out, it's sold out. And this one is already low inventory. So grab it. All these others. Look at this. There's this also 60% off. This is 50% off, 50-ish percent off. So these are really good deals, and they do mark them down from time to time. Okay, to review what we've covered today, we have looked at the online store, and specifically my online store, which again is available at store, store.yourpaperdreams.com. We've looked at the menu, which gives us the opportunity to look at stamps. We've learned how to filter. For instance, if we want to look at just the stamps from the 2024 to 2025 annual catalog, we would filter that way and see those stamps. We have looked at online exclusives, which are items that are only available in our online store. You're not going to find those in a catalog anywhere. And we have also looked at kits, specifically the kits collection, which again is separate from the Paper Pumpkin subscription feature that we also offer. We just looked at the kits collection, which you do purchase item by item in the online store. We've looked at how to find out what's new arrivals here. We have looked at specials, specifically the clearance rack, because that is something that is replenished from time to time. And these are items on their way out, so they have really good clearance pricing on them. But when they're gone, they're gone. And I think that's about what we've covered today. And if you're still watching at the end here, just want to remind you that if you're watching today, 5/21/2024, we have free shipping on all orders of $75 or more in product total. That's today until midnight Mountain Time. In the meantime, have a great day and happy stamping.